Alright, so this is going to be a personal tarot reading, as always. Take only what resonates, leave the rest. And let's get started. Alright, Spirit, what do we have for the collective? Judgment. Ooh. It's a fun one to have come out first. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Let me get some cards here. Seven of Swords and the Magician. Yes, there's a lot of commonality across the collective because some of these cards have popped out in previous readings. Uh-oh. 10% battery remaining. Every time I sit down to film, it's dead or dying. Five of Cups in reverse. Queen of Wands. That was aggressive. Hermit. Oh. Alright, so this one's going to be heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And it's about relationships. This one's going to be tough. Spirit, can I get something more about the relationship card over here? Someone's in their emotions. Because the other person is not in theirs. Alright. Damn it. Spirit, can I get more about the Nine of Swords? Ooh, this is messy. Messy, 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 messy. So, take only what resonates, leave the rest. I can only say what I see, and it doesn't always mean that if you're here listening to me that this is for you. And with that, let's get started. So, someone is heavily in their emotions around a relationship, a lover. I feel that somebody has a lot of fears here. This could either be a relationship that you're currently in or one that you've just recently come out of or are soon to be coming out of in relation to some of the other things that we have going on here. So, someone is in their emotions around a relationship. And this is an actual relationship, not a situationship. So if you're in a situationship, I don't think that this reading is for you. I think that this reading is for somebody that's actually in a relationship now. Or like I said, like just recent, like is still in the process of separating or is in the ramp up to separating. And I'll get to why in a second. Because someone in this pair is having a lot of sleepless nights. Somebody's got a lot of anxiety. Somebody has a lot of fears around somebody who previously stepped out. We've got Three of Cups in reverse here. So somebody previously in this dynamic of two people previously stepped out. And I feel like they offered an apology, but I don't think that that is enough for you in this situation. So if this reading is for you, I think that your energies are you are the person that was on the receiving end of this third party situation. Not that you had the third party, but that you found out that your person did the thing and it wasn't great, and then they apologized and you're still not feeling great. This is for you. You're actively in hermit mode. And you're struggling to find peace. You're struggling to get to a place where you feel comfortable in the aftermath of all of this. Because your person was previously very greedy in the sense that, like, you didn't see this coming. This was out of left field. You didn't even realize that you were being juggled as an option. You didn't think that the end of your relationship was even on the table, or that, you know, there was something that was that you were even being measured against something else here. Like, I feel like this is very, you had no fucking idea at all. Now, you're over here in your thoughts, taking time to reflect on, is it a you thing? Is it a them thing? Is it a something you didn't do thing? I'm getting a sense that it's not a you thing. I feel like, so we've got Judgment on the table here. This could have been like a karmic relationship, and more recently I'm trying to shy away from the karmic relationship description or title or label, but I don't know for certain, but I will say that there's kind of like an essence here about it being like a karmic thing, because Judgment is here. Judgment is a major arcana card. It's tied to the universe judging you and the other person in this situation. So the fact that Archangel Michael, the little angel here, is on the table, I'm gonna say that you were done wrong here. So I don't think that it's something that you deserved. I don't think that you were a bit of an asshat or anything in your relationship, and then that's enough of a reason for somebody to step out. on an otherwise committed relationship. So I do think that this person, the wrongdoer here, is going to get their karma. That's always a thing. I feel like they kind of left you feeling like you were the one that always had to like pick up after everything, that there's like a bit of a conflict here, that it's almost like you had to compete for their attention and their time, even though you never anticipated that they would do this to you. I feel like if anything, you felt more in love than they did with you, or they fell out of love. It's a frickin' mess here. But the good news is that you found out. I feel like the reason why I was so stuck on this is somebody who's still in a relationship is because the Death card is here and it's in reverse. So whatever it is that you two have is not done yet, which is hard. It's almost as if like I can, oh, it sucks, man. Ugh. It sucks when the cards come out like this. Because I don't want to be the person to tell you that you're thinking about manifesting this person back in your life and it's not a great idea. But I just said what I said and I mean what I say. So you are actively in this mode of trying to manifest this person back into your life, trying to mend the relationship, trying to do right. Right? It's kind of like you're trying to meet all their needs, act as if it's not an issue, as if there's no problems. It's kind of like you're putting up like a bit of a facade here. It's kind of a mindset of you've definitely lost something here, and that's trust, it's foundation, it's everything. I feel like third parties in a committed relationship are a fucking nightmare. You'll have to excuse me for all the F-bombs, but I feel pretty strongly there. Anyway, so I feel like obviously there's been a lot of loss here, but you are still holding on to what it is that you've built together. So like I said, you are actively in this manifestation mode of trying to call this person back in your life to fix it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what Tarot has to say. So, Spirit, can we get a heads up on whether or not it's worth it to continue with this person for the person that I'm reading to right now? For this you and the collective this resonates for. Spirit, is it worthwhile to keep this person? Because infidelity happens. Oh, okay. Oof. Fuck. Okay, so I would say no. And the reason why I say that is because in your heart of hearts, you know that you've built a lot together, but it's kind of spoiled. You know, this is somebody who's taking a look at everything that's kind of come out of their garden, and they're not happy about it. You know, at the end of the day, like, you've put way too much effort in. You've carried a lot of burdens, a lot of the weight of different things. It's almost kind of like you've been the one for a long time carrying this relationship, thinking that, you know, maybe whatever hardships this person was going through or whatever the circumstances were, that you thought eventually they would be able to step back into their emperor mode and be this divine masculine or divine masculine energy. I'm not necessarily ascribing a gender here to either party, to you or your person, but I feel like it's been a long time coming of waiting for this person to act right. And it could be that they, you know, different stressors, life, work, family, doesn't matter, friendships, like, it's almost kind of like you have been, sometimes relationships can be an 80-20. And I'm not lost on that fact because I completely understand how that can go. Sometimes relationships can be an 80-20. So for a while now, you've been kind of carrying the 80. Hoping that eventually when things get better, or they got better, or things changed, influencing factors kind of panned out or whatever, that they would then help carry the weight. That then things could kind of get back into like an ebb and flow of like sort of equal, you know, it takes a while, like everybody, you know, relationships go through seasons. But unfortunately, you were asked and called upon to carry too much of a weight here because it's the 10 of Wands. It's kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. So I feel like in your heart of hearts, you know that there is kind of like no repair on this one, which is hard. And what's interesting here, and I'm usually not the person to say this, but the fact is we did get another card that came out exactly at the same time as, I think it was the exact same time as Seven of Pentacles, or it was like the next card right after that. When I was asking for clarity, it was the next card right after that. when you do some healing, some rest and recuperation, and just kind of like, you know, you gotta like love on yourself for a while. But I feel like when you are ready and you're healed and you do get ready to walk away from this relationship, or, you know, you just kind of like put a lid on it and put it in a, like, you know, you put everything in a box, a little shoe box, you put it in the back of the closet. You don't got to get rid of everything today, but you kind of like put thoughts, feelings, put that shit away, like kiss it goodbye, and just like store it someplace, off and away, out of sight, out of mind. When you let that ship set sail without you on it, you've got somebody else that's coming in that's ready to offer you something that's tangible, something that, like, you know, is gonna have some like some quality to it, because we have Page of Pentacles here. So I do get a sense that this is something that would come in slowly, because like you are like, listen, at the end of any major relationship, when it is something significant, when you've got two people coming together and it's an actual committed thing, it takes a long time to unpack that shit. It takes a long time to, like, you know, especially if you've been cheated on. And then they've tried to double back and say, oh, but baby, it wasn't, or this, or, you know, you, or whatever excuse they're going to come up with, or whatever shitty apology they tried to give you. That's hard. But when you do make it past all of that, you know, you're not going to be some like person who's alone forever, or chronically single or anything. Like, I'm getting a sense right away that there is going to be somebody that's going to come in and show you better. That there is somebody that's in, oh, it's so sunny in my eye right now. That there is going to be somebody that is meant to be your equal, that's going to come in and give you something that's tangible, that's like right, you know, something that you deserve. And I feel like if anything, that could even be the other half of the karma here. So when we had judgment here, that could be, it's almost as if this person had so much bad karma stacked up already. It's kind of like this needed a fracture in order for you to be able to get your something better and in higher alignment with you here. All right. So take some time. Don't take it as a personal hit on you, because I feel like sometimes when people do things like this and it's otherwise out of character, that sometimes we can get hung up on it and fixate a bit. But I just want to let you know that obviously it's not a you thing, it's a them thing. It's always a them thing. As much as they might paint it as it being a you thing, don't take it hard, don't take it personally. You know, and I really wish you well. So if anything, I hope that this helps, makes you feel seen, offers a little bit of guidance if it is for you, and if this does resonate. And then if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me to dive a little deeper into this, always happy to help, more than here. So yeah, you'll find the information wherever it is that you find me. And I hope that this helps. And with that, take care. Good luck. Yep.